Hello, once again, I'm Terry Love, your host of Tracking the Groove, where we play the latest and greatest and the best of R&B and smooth sounds around. Once again, I am backstage at African World Festival, hanging out with the legendary vibraphonist. I need not say more. Mr. Sunshine himself had me running away, and I'm telling you, everything I do in the dark comes to light because the sunshine.
All right.
Is Mr. Roy Ayers. How you doing, Roy?
I'm fine. Pleasure to be here with you.
And no, come on, that's my line. It's a pleasure to be here with you. I really enjoyed the show.
Thank you.
And a lot of the tunes that I mentioned is like just anytime somebody hears those songs, they just say like, oh my goodness. It's like a really feel-good song. And speaking of feeling good, Mary J. Blige, years ago, did My Life Over. In fact, how did that feel to have your music being reinvented and just really appreciated like that enough to be remade?
Well, I was very honored that she picked my song, which was called Everybody Loves the Sunshine. And she took that hook. And matter of fact, she took that hook, and I've heard about 5 or 6 hooks on My Life, you know. And then Mary J. Blige has now come up with a perfume called My Life. I saw her on television. She's really taken the whole song to another level, which is beautiful, and I'm just so happy for her. And when I met her, because she also did one of my songs called Searching after that, and I met her in the studio, I was really elated when I met her because she was so warm and very humble. She said, first thing she said to me is, Mr. Ayers, it's a pleasure to meet you. I've honored your music, and I have a great respect for you. And I was very proud to hear that from Mary, because she's a lot younger than me, but she's very respectful. And I was very impressed with that.
Okay, all right.
She really did. But I mean, I'm very happy that she picked my music to sample it and play it, and she plays it, and she's recorded it about 4 times now on different records, live and also the first time. So I'm just excited about it. When you get your music sampled and played by another artist, it extends your payroll, which is nice to have.
Right, especially if they do it the right way too.
Yes,
I mean, you know, it's the artistry of the whole thing.
So exactly.
Speaking of artistry, how did you get into the vibraphones and making them sound the way that they do? In fact, let me change this up too.
Sure.
Vibraphones.
Right.
You know, when I was in middle school, I played trombone. There was no lead, really, anyone lead on trombone playing. Nowadays, they're taking instruments, and they might even take a flugelhorn or a French horn and make it pop.
That's right.
But back in the day, how did you do that to the vibraphone?
I guess I was, my mother always played Lionel Hampton, the great vibraphonist, great leader who passed away a few years ago. They used to play his music always in the house, my mother and father. And they took me to see him when I was 5 years old. And I never really got over that. Went to one of his concerts, and he walked down the aisle. He gave me a set of vibraphone. Those are melodies that we played the instrument with. And my mother and father said that he laid some spiritual vibes on me. Because some 12 years after that, I started playing the vibes. And of course, I've been playing the vibes since then. And he's my main inspiration for the vibraphone, that's Lionel Hampton. And so I always knew I was going to be a musician because my mother, she always encouraged me to stay with music, and gave me a lot of encouragement, and told me that one day your name's going to be in lights. I'm going to see your name in lights. So I feel very honored about meeting Lionel Hampton and having him in my early life.
Music transcends all races, backgrounds, and genders. Now, have you ever met anybody that really just told you or just made you feel great about how your music affected their life?
I've met several people that have said that. I mean, I've had people come up to me and say, Roy, your song Everybody Loves the Sunshine took me through Vietnam. And people have said, Roy, when you did your version of You Send Me, inspired me to marry my wife, and it was our love song. I mean, there are different songs that have affected people, but a lot of people are really inspired by Everybody Loves the Sunshine and those 2 songs. And You Send Me, I didn't write or compose You Send Me, I did do a special arrangement on it. And of course, and that's happened. That's what's happened to me.
Now, you said your mother would see that you would see your name in lights. Did you believe her? Did you feel that? And when you did see your name in lights, how did you feel at that moment?
It really inspired me. Her saying that. It really it made me really feel motivated. It made me feel like I was going to do it. As a matter of fact, as I reflect on my childhood, my youth, my mother inspired me so much. I thought for a while that I was going to be Lionel Hampton.
Okay.
I mean, that's I was thinking that way, but I never told them that.
Okay.
But I'm just telling you how I recollect and go back to things. So the inspiration was there when she said one day, I'm gonna see your name in lights. I really believed that was going to happen, and it did happen.
Okay. So just stay believing it.
Oh, yeah,
believing
before she passed away.
Okay. Well, I just want to let you know that Lionel Hampton to you is what you are to me. So definitely inspiration, brother.
Playing the vibe?
I will soon. My baby got one. I'm taking this.
I don't blame you, man. Tell the baby to play him.
Man, I'm definitely doing that. Now you said you have a new album out.
The new album is called For Sentimental Reasons. It features Dee Dee Bridgewater, the great singer, and also featured another young singer from Detroit, Michigan, named Monica Blair.
Okay.
She's fantastic. Matter of fact, she's exceptional. She's incredibly talented. I'm really glad that I had the opportunity to use her.
Okay.
And she's going to start singing with me,
Okay.
probably in the latter part of October.
All right.
So I'm excited. Things are happening. Of course, most of the guys that you heard tonight, Mark Adams on keyboards and John Presley on vocals. He sang with me on the album.
Okay.
And Ray Gaskins on saxophone.
Okay.
Those are three.
So is the album out yet?
No, it doesn't come out till September.
It's September, so we're definitely looking for that.
For sentimental reasons, and you can get it by going to royayers.net.
Now, what's the single on there? Because when I get it, I'm going to play it.
Oh,
I'm going to play it. I might play it, put We're Holding It.
Give me your number.
I will give you my number.
I'll send you
I'll give you all the information, and you will have it. Don't get mad at me if I play it too much.
Oh, no, I love it. You're doing the right thing.
All right. Thank you so much. Legendary Roy Ayers. I really
so
appreciate
much.
it. In great company. African World Festival 2010. Great company, great musicians, legendary vibraphonist, just an all-around great man. I feel the vibe. That's why you should get HD TV. You can feel the vibe. You feel the just, Terry Love for Track in the Groove. 1290 WMCS.